Welcome to the Sagittarius New Moon, Personal Vision Path. This is so exciting. We have an awesome new moon on December 2nd in Sagittarius. Now, we have had one heck of a fall. The intensity has been incredible. With the Libra new moon kicking off, the Pluto-Uranus, and then and that was on October 4th, and then on November 3rd, we had the Scorpio new moon, total solar eclipse, more intensity, more change, and now we have, it's like we're getting a break, a siesta from all of the intensity with a wonderful positive energy Sagittarius new moon in harmonious energy flow with Uranus. And this is really exciting because we can use this new moon to create our future. In other words, we can use the new moon, which is, you know, the sun and the moon coming together, initiating the next 30-day cycle. And because it's in Sagittarius, which rules future vision, we can use this energy to create what we want in 2013, 2014. So we can create our future by design from the Sagittarius new moon. Now, I have a tool here for you, Personal Vision Path. And if you go to my website and you click on it, you can use this tool to design your future. Many people have and have found it to be very helpful in creating what we want. And so use the Personal Vision Path tool to manifest what you want. Now, it is also helpful to know your transits so that you know the energy you're working with, because everything is energy. I'm energy, your energy, and the astrology maps the energy patterns in motion that we're working with. And now we're getting a break in the storm because we're having this fabulous Sagittarius new moon. And this is good for all you Saggies out there because this is your new moon and you won't get another one until the end of 2014. And I really like this new moon because Sagittarius, like its ruling planet, Jupiter, the planet of expansion, abundance, hope, and optimism, rule the 9th house of future vision, spirituality, your truth. What's your truth? What you believe. And it rules the superconscious mind, it rules long distance travel, it rules the internet, it rules sales and marketing. And so this is a wonderful energy to launch a new business, start a new relationship, travel, go back to school, write a book, write a song, publish a play, anything that you want to do creatively and market to the masses. This is a wonderful energy to use it. It's also a wonderful energy to travel with, travel to a retreat, travel to a spa, travel with friends, meet up with friends, make soulmates on the internet, connect with light workers all around the world. Uranus is in harmonious energy flow with this fabulous Sagittarius new moon. Uranus wants you to break the chains that bind you. Uranus wants you to break free from the limitations. Uranus wants you to liberate yourself from the past, anything that's holding you back, negative self-talk, false beliefs, limitations and structures that box you in, that say, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, a woman can't be this, a man can't be that. Whatever you're using to hold yourself down and hold yourself back, Uranus in harmonious energy flow is saying, come on now, take some baby steps, move forward, get out of the box, take some risks. It could pay off big. And when it's in harmonious energy flow, when it's a trine, 120-degree angle, we can make graceful changes. It's not the Pluto-Uranus blowing it all up kind of energy. It's supportive. It's like, you know, I think I can make some changes. You know, I feel like taking some risks. This is a time where change can be creative and exciting. So use this new moon to create your future by design. Hold that future vision. Vision is everything. Dreams are everything. Without dreams, the people perish. Without future vision, you can't get anywhere. Everything starts from our vision. So release those chains that bind you. Release society's restrictions that put on you and tell you what you're supposed to be or not supposed to be. Release all that. This is the one time in the year where you can dump the garbage, you can dump the restrictions and the limitations and step into your higher self, into your soul self, who you really are, and take charge of your life and be optimistic and hopeful about whatever it is you're creating, whatever it is your heart's desire. Now, it is important to know your transits. That's where the planets are right now, aspecting your natal chart, because that tells us what cycles you're in and what energies you're working with. So, you know, it is important to know your astrology, because then you're working with the energy and then you know your timing. That's why I'm always talking about timing, because timing is everything. Well, now is the time to launch. Now is the time to take action. Venus will go retrograde on the 21st at solstice, and that's a time to review and reflect. But up until now, you know, everything's moving forward. So this is a good time to take action. This is a good time to start something new, or set your intention for what you want to create for the rest of this year and 2014. Use the personal vision path tool to set your vision for what you want to manifest for the rest of this year and all of 2014. This is about your freedom. This is about your truth. This is about liberating you from the past, from the chains that bind you. This is about being forward focused and focusing on what you want, focusing on what you dream. Dream about what, you know, is important to you and what matters to you and what inspires you and what gives you hope and what gives you passion, so that you work with passion and you live with passion. Now, Mercury the Messenger jumps into Sagittarius on December 4th. And this is awesome too, because now we have the Sun in Sagittarius, Mercury the Messenger in Sagittarius, the Moon will have moved forward but have been in Sagittarius. So we're getting some of the fire energy. Fire is inspiration. Fire is optimism. Fire is spirituality. You are a great spiritual being, having a human experience. You are a hero for being here and being willing to go through such intense transformation that all of you have been going through in 2013. 2013 has been a transformative year. 2014 will be too, and I will have your year ahead reports out very soon. And so I've already looked into 2014, and Mars is a major player in 2014. So now we have Mercury the Messenger in Sagittarius on the 4th. This will lift you up too. This will give you optimism and hope. This will get you going. This will move you forward. Challenge with Mercury in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the opposite of Gemini. Both of them are party signs. Both of them are a blast to be with. I love working with them because they're fun and they love information. They love knowledge. They love to share. They love to have a good time. The challenge with both is they can be the chameleon or the butterfly of the zodiac. They're so mutable and adaptable and adjustable that they can agree with anything. So when they're with the Buddhists, they're Buddhist. When they're with the Jewish people, they're Jewish. When they're with the Catholics, they're Catholic. When they're with the atheists, they're atheists. They can see both sides to everything, and they can stay on the surface and be the butterfly and just get along with everyone. But then when you say, well, what is your truth? What's really true for you? It's like, huh? I don't know. I haven't thought about that. I've just been too busy eating off the banquet, you see? And so Sagittarius, like the Gemini, you can overpromise, you can overcommit yourself, and then you get into hot water. Okay, remember the saying, you know, jack of all trades, master of nothing? That can be the challenge with Sagittarius, because you guys love to have a good time, and you are going to be the life of the party in December. Everyone's going to be wanting your attention because you're going to be beaming all this positivity, you're going to be beaming all of this good, joyful energy, and people are going to be like, yeah, 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 you know, and so you're going to be, you know, wanting to be everybody's best friend and getting along with everybody. And I can understand that, except it can get you into hot water because you can overcommit yourself, you can overpromise yourself, And then, of course, we always end up under-delivering. So be aware with Mercury and Sagittarius, you're going to want to eat everything on the banquet. I'll try some of this, I'll try some of this, I'll try some of this, I'll try some of this. I ate too much. Oh my gosh. Where's the Pepto-Bismol? Where's the Alka-Seltzer? Man, I'm in trouble. Okay, so you want to watch for that because, you know, it's been so intense and extreme with the Scorpio energy and the fall energy with the Pluto-Uranus. You know, so we get to Sagittarius and the energy starts to lift and it starts to lighten and we start to feel good. So we think we can do more and be more and show more. And the next thing you know, we've taken on way too much. I have a moon in Sagittarius, so I kind of know. So, I mean, it's not the worst thing to happen to us, right? That we can overeat, overdo, overcommit. Just a warning with Mercury and Sagittarius, because Mercury the messenger is flying now. Mercury's going to enter Capricorn on the 24th. So you can see it, Mercury out of Scorpio. Whew! Done with the dark side. Whew, whew, glad that's done. Now I'm ready for fun. Sagittarius. And so Mercury is flying in December, and then it flies into Capricorn. So December is going to be fast action. December is going to be fun. You're going to have lots of parties to go to, celebrations to attend. Have a great time. Suck it all in. Take it all in. Because when we get to Capricorn, it is going to be transformative again. And so we really want to soak up this Sagittarius sunlight, this Sagittarius sunshine, the Sagittarian celebratory energy. This is a party moon. This is the moon where the universe is saying, pat yourself on the back for just being here. Pat yourself on the back for being a good sport and sucking it up in 2013. How many people can say that, right? I showed up and I sucked it up and I did it. I got through. Okay. And so that is a really big message here at the Saggy moon, because it's all upbeat, it's uplifting, it's positive, it's forward focused, it's fun, and you really are a hero for being willing to go through such chaos and change and confusion and transformation and intensity. I mean, what has been asked of people in this year is incredible. And so take a moment to celebrate your victories, even the small ones, because small ones grow into big ones. And it's really important to focus on what's working, to focus on anything that's positive in your life and is victorious, because that's an energy you're sending out. And that energy circles the earth 10 times and comes back. So every little bit of positive energy you send out, it comes back to you 1,000-fold. So that's why it's really important to take a moment, breathe, release, breathe in the love, breathe in the joy, breathe in the success, breathe in the smallest of victories or the biggest of victories. Whatever you're experiencing, celebrate it and share that celebration with others. Share your good cheer and joy with others. It's contagious. Now, Mars is entering Libra on December 7th. I really like this because Mars in Libra is in harmony with Sagittarius. They sextile, and that's a positive energy flow. It creates opportunity. Mars is the action planet, and I think Mars is the star of 2014, and I'll talk about that when I get to your year ahead forecast. But Mars is going to be in Libra for almost 8 months until July 27th. Because it's going to retrograde March 1st through May 20th. So Mars is staying in Libra, relationships. All of life is relationship. I'm having a relationship with you right now. I have a relationship to Source. I have a relationship to my soul. I have a relationship to my work. I have a relationship to my life. You see, all of life is relationships. We're having a relationship to the astrology. We're going to have a fun relationship to the Sagittarius New Moon. And so Mars is in here going, yeah, baby, let's light the candles on the cake. Let's celebrate. Hey, that rhymes. Light the candles on the cake. Let's celebrate. Mars in Libra. And Libra is all about relationships. Libra is all about justice. And with Uranus going direct on the 17th, I think the power of the individual is really going to come through in 2014. The power of the individual is going to cut through in 2014. We're already starting to see it. A judge ruled against the banks in Rhode Island because of the fraudulency on the homeowners. So you don't get this on CNN. Why? Because they're owned by the banks. Imagine that. Okay, but you do get it on the internet. And you can find this stuff out if you go to YouTube or you go to the internet, which is much better sources for information. As long as it's not doom and gloom. If anything is doom and gloom, it's not true. If anything is the aliens are going to come to kill us, it's not true. Or whatever, whatever is being, sent out there. I mean, you can say anything on the internet. But the truth is, a very qualified judge has set a new presidency in the law in America about the fraudulency in banking. You see, and so now this is we're going to see the shift and the tide turn in 2014 where, these student loans need to be wiped out, okay? We cannot hold our children hostage with student loans. What kind of future are we offering them? It is their sovereign right to have higher education. Our own government should provide that for them. Why else would we have a government? Yes, I'm not saying give them a Cadillac and a mansion. I'm saying give them an education and a skill so that when they come out, they can make a good living. Then they pay taxes. Guess what? Then that money comes back to all of us. All of our children are all of our responsibility because they are our next generation. So I can see student loans being sent away. I can see all of that false debt being discarded. Why? Because banks have been doing all kinds of illegal things with credit cards, bank loans, car loans, house loans. And why should people have to pay the fraudulent banks back when the fraudulent banks are doing all kinds of illegal activity? Come on, they're really gangsters. Why are we protecting the banksters when they're gangsters? And so when we start to see justice, Libra, brought back to banking, this will stimulate the economy because then people can be in their homes and stay in their homes, create businesses, start companies that hire people, stimulate the economy, take the boulder off the backs of our youth and discharge their student loan debt so that they have a fresh start. Come on now, some of these kids are coming out with $100 grand in student loans and they can't even get a job at $25K a year. How are they supposed to pay that back? Isn't that why we left Europe in the original beginning? Isn't that why we started America? To get out of debtor's prison? Okay, so that's coming up, and that's coming up in 2014. And if you go on the internet, you can begin to see the tide is turning and the power of the individual is going to come forth. David will slay Goliath. And so this is something we really have to look forward to in 2014, and I'm really excited about it. Now, Jupiter is in harmony. Jupiter is Sagittarius' ruling planet. And Jupiter is in harmony with Saturn, and it goes exact on the 12th. And this energy is going to be around for about 7 months in 2014. It's going to be around all of December. And this is a powerful supportive energy where you take the master strategist Jupiter and you put it with the master builder Saturn in harmonious energy flow, and this will empower the individual to build his future, to build her future. And that's what the people need. The people aren't asking entitlement. The people aren't asking for the government to give them mansions and Rolls Royces. What the people are asking for is fairness and justice to be brought back to banking, for the government to serve the people, and so that we downsize this shadow government, we downsize this military that has taken over our government. And who killed JFK? Come on, we know who did it. JFK, Bobby Jr., Kennedy, and Martin Luther King. These three great ones came in to free the people from this tyranny of this military establishment and this false banking that has taken and seized control of our government. That's why it's an illusion to go Republican or Democrat. They're both owned by corporations. So it's really a third party we need to liberate our government and have it now serving the people. And we can do it. We can create our systems so that they are fair and balanced, and everyone has their basic needs met. Housing, food, clothing, and education. Those are every human being's sovereign rights. And when you give that to people, when you create an environment for people to come in and access their higher power, to access their authentic self, to access their talents, gifts, and abilities, we give birth to great ones. And those great ones will lead us into inventions. And that's one of the good things about Pluto-Uranus, is it will, and it is, creating higher technology, better technology, future technology to get us off the oil, to get us off the dependency of these corporations and Saudi Arabia and all the game playing that they play with our lives and environment. And we need to empower the people in order to do that, to give them the environments so that they have the tools they need to create from, to create the technologies that are ready to come to all of us to free us from the limitations, Uranus trine the moon, Uranus trine the sun, of the systems that are collapsing right now. So yes, it's going to continue to be chaotic. We are in a hiatus with the Sagittarius moon. It's like a little island in the storm that's loaded with sunshine and hope and optimism. And it's a wonderful time to use this energy to create your future by design through your vision, through what you see for yourself and want for yourself and your children and your future. Sagittarius is the energy to do it. So celebrate your life, celebrate your victory, celebrate the fact that you're a hero for being here and being willing to go through such intense transformation, and really take advantage of this fabulous Sagittarius new moon.